Live look over the city of Portland from our Riverview Community Bank camera after a tough day in the fight against COVID-19. Oregon shattered its record in the daily case count and hit a new high for the number of deaths from the virus. New daily cases surged past the 2,000 mark for the first time in Oregon as the Oregon Health Authority reports 30 new deaths. That pushes Oregon past 80,000 total cases and 1,000 total deaths. And while most people continue to recover from COVID-19, not everyone does. Fox 12's CAMILA ORTI brings us the stories of some people here in Oregon and Washington who have lost loved ones. She joins us live now with some of the faces behind these numbers. CAMILA.
Well, Nora, as you know, every COVID death is the loss of a father, grandmother, son, or friend. Every hospitalization is a person fighting the virus alone without a loved one to hold their hand. And these things become easier to look past when it's not our own family members or friends dealing with this virus. And while we've shared stories of many people who have recovered from COVID-19, not everyone is so fortunate. We see the numbers every day, case counts and hospitalizations climbing in both Oregon and Washington. For many, those are just numbers. For some, there's so much more.
In September, we lost him to the side effects from COVID.
Jessica Jackson says her grandpa, 80-year-old Jesse Justice, fought COVID-19 for 2.5 weeks in the hospital after getting sick in March from asymptomatic family members.
He was lonely. He had no one to talk to, and even my grandma couldn't kiss him goodbye.
He won the battle, getting released from the hospital, but like many others, Jackson says her grandpa was never the same.
He was on oxygen 24/7. He couldn't really get up and move around for more than 20 minutes without losing his breath.
He later died from a heart attack. Jackson holding on to the memories she has of him lighting up every time he saw her 3-year-old son.
And just the fact that I don't get to see that light again, it's almost unbearable sometimes to know that he won't get to see his great-grandson grow up.
More messages and emails pouring in with heartbreak similar to Jackson's.
They said he probably wouldn't make it through today, and he didn't. He passed away today.
Robin Rosen, talking to me on the phone from St. Helens, lost her husband, Randy, today. He was 64. Robin told me he was taken to the hospital with severe COVID-19 symptoms on Wednesday after testing positive a few weeks prior.
I'm just heartbroken because he was my best friend, and I loved him.
The last time she got to say anything to him was through the phone.
I told him I loved him, and I said, open your eyes, and yeah.
But he wasn't able to say anything back?
Nope.
More numbers, more faces. Don Siedenberg of Grants Pass died from COVID back in October. His daughter sent me a message that said she's sick of hearing people say it's only the ones at death's door who are dying from COVID, adding, quote, age doesn't matter in the COVID-19 deaths. They are all someone's loved one, and the death leaves holes in many hearts. He was my daddy and not just a disposable life. I got an email from someone who said they lost 4 family members to COVID. Another woman told me her 87-year-old mother is in the hospital right now battling the virus. Everybody that I talked to today simply asking that others wear masks and stay socially distant to help preserve the lives of others. Reporting live in Beaverton, CAMILA ORTI, Fox 12 Oregon.